Hey, wonderful viewers! It's Mr. Meta here, your host on the Reactoon Podcast. Today, we're diving deep into the intricate web of consequences that arise when we play the blame game. So, grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's unravel the domino effect of self-deception. Have you ever noticed that when someone makes a mistake, instead of owning up to it, they often try to shift the blame onto others? It's like a domino effect waiting to happen. Let's imagine this scenario. You make a mistake at work, and instead of owning it, you point fingers at your colleague. You might think you've dodged the bullet, but here's the catch: that bullet comes back around. First off, you damage trust. People around you start questioning your integrity. They wonder, if they can throw someone under the bus, could they do the same to me? And then, there's the guilt. Deep down, you know you're deceiving others and, more importantly, yourself. The weight of that guilt grows with each passing moment. But wait, there's more. The dominoes keep falling. The more you shift blame, the more you damage your relationships. Friends, family, colleagues, they all start keeping you at arm's length. Now, here's the kicker. The biggest casualty in this blame game is your own growth. See, taking responsibility for our actions is like fertilizer for personal development. When you deflect blame, you stunt your own progress. Attempting to shift blame onto others not only erodes your credibility when exposed, but also undermines the very foundation of trust and respect. If caught in the act of blaming someone else, your integrity takes a severe hit, and people begin questioning your honesty and reliability. Even if you believe you won't get caught, engaging in such deceptive practices leaves a stain on your character that can't be easily erased. It's a slippery slope that tarnishes your reputation and damages relationships, as others will be hesitant to rely on or believe in someone who habitually avoids responsibility and accountability. Ultimately, the ugliness of blaming others is not just about the risk of being caught, it's about the moral cost and the lasting impact on your standing in the eyes of those around you. Accepting one's mistakes is a bitter pill, demanding humility and self-awareness. It acts as a potent fertilizer for personal growth, nurturing the seeds of belief in God, consciousness, and a healthy fear of one's actions. This internal cultivation becomes a bedrock for virtues like humility, essential for a harmonious existence. Without this acceptance, a metaphorical autumn sets in, withering the flowers of peace within. The heart, once lush with humility, becomes hollow, and one's personality loses its attractive traits. Failing to embrace one's errors not only deprives the soul of God's pleasure, but also distances us from the camaraderie of fellow humans who, in their submission to God, find a shared path toward goodness and compassion. Refusing to acknowledge one's mistakes and habitually blaming others becomes a corrosive force, not only damaging personal relationships but also exacting a heavy toll on financial well-being. The failure to take responsibility for errors blinds one to valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. This reluctance to face one's shortcomings can lead to a cycle of poor decision-making, missed chances, and financial setbacks. Moreover, a reputation tainted by a lack of accountability may hinder professional opportunities, impacting income streams and long-term financial stability. In essence, the refusal to accept mistakes doesn't just erode personal integrity, it can prove financially detrimental, impeding prosperity and success. The profound connection between mental well-being and personal beliefs becomes evident when one's thoughts deviate from the values that foster peace. The mind seeks harmony and alignment with the principles it perceives as virtuous, often reflecting the essence of how God intends us to be. When one's thought patterns diverge from this alignment, a disruptive cycle of mental turmoil ensues. The discord between personal beliefs and actions creates cognitive dissonance, challenging the mind with conflicting ideologies. Handling this cyclic disturbance becomes an uphill task, and the casualty is often mental peace. In essence, the serenity of the mind is intricately tied to the congruence between one's thoughts and the spiritual ideals that guide a harmonious existence. Blaming others disrupts the tranquility of the soul, as it contradicts the innate nature with which God created us. Our essence is rooted in virtues like accountability and humility, and when we deviate from this intrinsic blueprint by shifting blame, we betray our own spiritual nature. This departure from our divine essence fosters inner conflict and robs us of mental peace. In essence, blaming others is a betrayal of our core self, disrupting the peace that comes from aligning our actions with the moral compass woven into the fabric of our being. If you've erred in the act of blaming others, remember that the gate of repentance remains wide open. Turn to God and, if possible, the person affected, seeking forgiveness. Repentance is a powerful force capable of lifting the burden from your mind and heart. The difficulty in admitting fault might feel like a colossal rock obstructing your path, but with a small, sincere push, the weight will gradually dissipate. The relief that follows, akin to a burdensome boulder sliding away, is a testament to the transformative power of genuine repentance. In the recognition that there is no might nor power except with God, we find solace and strength. As we navigate the complexities of life, including the temptation to shift blame onto others, turning to prayer becomes a shield against such pitfalls. Seeking God's protection from the act of blaming others is a humble acknowledgement of our reliance on a higher power. Through prayer, we fortify our resolve to act with integrity, and in doing so, we invoke a divine shield that guards us against the pitfalls of blame shifting, ensuring our path remains aligned with the values bestowed by the Almighty. Seeking relief from the burden of blame shifting is most potent when the intention is to earn God's pleasure. The consciousness that one will be held accountable on the day of judgment serves as a powerful deterrent against engaging in harmful deeds. For believers, this accountability is a moral compass that guides actions toward good and prevents the cycle of evil. On the contrary, for non-believers, lacking a firm moral ground leads to subjective morality and a sense of purposelessness. Without the anchor of divine accountability, the motivation to do good and prevent evil is weakened, as the ultimate significance of actions becomes unclear in the absence of a transcendent purpose. This existential uncertainty, prevalent among non-believers, can indeed contribute to feelings of depression and anxiety. The absence of a firm moral foundation and the belief in divine purpose can leave individuals grappling with a sense of emptiness and a lack of direction. Without the assurance of accountability beyond this earthly existence, the weight of life's challenges may become overwhelming, leading to persistent feelings of despair and anxiety. The search for meaning and a sense of grounding is a universal human quest, and for many, finding solace in faith and a higher purpose can provide a powerful antidote to the struggles of a purposeless existence. In conclusion, recognizing the ripple effects of blame shifting and striving for accountability not only preserves our mental peace, but serves as a foundation for a more virtuous existence. Seeking forgiveness and divine protection through prayer, especially with the intent of earning God's favor, provides a transformative path towards unburdening ourselves. Rooted in faith, acknowledging the consequences of our deeds remains pivotal for cultivating a purposeful and morally steadfast life. Withholding beneficial knowledge is akin to a silent crime, as the guilt of not guiding someone onto the right path can haunt you. It's not just about the individual who misses the opportunity for growth, but also the potential harm they may unknowingly inflict on others due to ignorance. Sharing beneficial knowledge becomes an ethical imperative, a responsibility to uplift not only individuals but the collective well-being of those influenced by their actions. In essence, the act of imparting wisdom is not just a virtue, it's a societal duty crucial for fostering enlightenment and preventing unintended harm. So, dear viewers, the next time you're tempted to point fingers, remember the domino effect. It's not just about the immediate consequences, it's about the long-term impact on your trust, relationships, and personal growth. Thanks for tuning into the Reactoon Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Stay real, stay accountable, and until next time, this is Mr. Meta signing off. Goodbye!
Please like, share, and comment on video. Do not forget to subscribe channel and hit the bell icon for updates.